Hello. The other day I found in my old ThinkPad this SSD, and when I put it out I noticed that it is like pretty heavy for SSD. I mean, it is made from, the case is made from aluminium, like these three other SSDs are also made from aluminium, but this is like noticeably heavier. And then when I looked on the internet, I found out that this SSD is from 2010, and in 2010 you could buy it for $260, which is like crazy for 128 gigabytes. I mean, it was 14 years ago, but still $260 for 128 gigabyte SSD. And this was the entry level SSD, so it was not the best out there in that time. And also $260 is $370 in like 2024 when we count in the inflation. So what I'm gonna do, I try to find the cheapest SSD 128 gigabyte I could find on the internet in my country, and I found this one. It's like Patriot brand, 128 gigabytes, and I paid for this $12. So I just want to compare it. 14 years old SSD for $260 versus SSD from 2024, which I bought for $12. I'm just gonna connect it to my computer and run some benchmarks, and then I really wanna see what's inside both of them. Okay, so for the measurements I'm gonna be using this external box for the SATA hard drive and SSDs. Yeah, it's pretty basic. It has USB-C. I don't know right now if it is USB 3.0 or 3.1. And I'm gonna be using Thunderbolt 4 cable with my MacBook Pro with M1 chip. Okay, also I'm gonna be comparing 4 drives. First is our old SSD. Second one is the brand new one, the Patriot SSD from 2024 for $12. And then just for fun, I'm gonna compare them with 2 HDDs, one 5,400 RPMs and the second one 7,200 RPM hard drive. I'm gonna be using this application. It's called Amorphous Disk Mark. It's basically the same app as Crystal Disk Mark for Windows, so it should be good. Okay, so here are the results, and as you can see, it's not surprising, the newest SSD is the fastest one. Like usually it's maybe like almost double, not really, not even twice as fast in the sequence read and write, but for example in random read and write there is a huge difference between these two. And of course here you can see the Kingston versus HDDs. Even the even the old SSD is much faster than the spinning hard drives. So yeah, nothing surprising. It's what I expected, but it's just nice to see yeah, what you can expect. And just for fun, I also measure the SSD in this Mac. This is the 16-inch M1 Max, and here is the result. Yeah, 400 versus 7400. It's, yeah, these SATA SSDs are just slower when you compare it with new computers, and when you compare it with the 5400 RPM hard drive, it's just laughable how faster the MacBook is. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with this one. There are only 4 screws. Okay, yeah. Oh, look at that. Come on. Yeah. This is pretty thick. When I compare it to like SSD from Samsung, this is thin aluminum. Also, this newer one, Kingston, yeah, nice. Okay, look at this. There is just some thermal pad on the chip, and we have 2, 4, 8, 16 chips on the board. Yeah, nice. Okay, and now we can try to open this one. This one is made of plastic, so it weighs like almost nothing. There are no screws here or underneath here, so I think we need to use knife. Come on. Yeah, okay. There are just some clips. Yep. Almost there. Yeah, look at it. There is a pretty significant difference. Yeah, the SSD from 2024 and SSD from 2010, and a much slower SSD. Yeah, you can see here. Yeah, these two are unpopulated, so I think when you buy 256 gigabyte SSD, there will be 2 chips here. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I did not expect this to be this big. I think the Samsung ones they're also this big. Don't know about this one. You can try to open it. But this is also pretty lightweight. So I think there's gonna be similar board to this one inside. Don't know about this one. This is, I think, like 5 years old. Yeah. And this is 250 gigabytes. So this is something in between. Still, I looked it up on the eBay, and these SSDs are still going for like $20, which it doesn't make sense to me. Like, buy this for $20 when you can get like this one much cheaper, and it's a much faster SSD. I'm using this in most of my old computers, like ThinkPads or MacBooks. Like, you don't need, I think you don't need the Samsung Evo or something similar. Yeah, this is 840, this is 850. I'm using one of these ones in my 2012 MacBook, but for example in my 2008 or 2009 MacBooks I'm using this. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'm gonna see you in next video. Bye.